Okie dokie. Imagine encountering a disembodied, blood-red hand dangling from a tree. It's accompanied by a mesmerizing woman whose beauty lures you closer to the spectral apparition. In Japan, these elements come together to form a legend that has terrified and intrigued people for generations. So today, we're going to talk about a weird urban legend. It's a story of the Akateko, and it shaped the folklore of Hachinohe in Aomori Prefecture. Akateko translates to red child's hand. The tale holds a significant place in local folklore and cultural history of the region. Akateko is not just a random ghost story. It's deeply rooted in the traditions and beliefs of Hachinohe, and it's been passed down through generations. The legend stands out due to its unique and unsettling imagery, making it one of the weirdest tales from Aomori Prefecture, which is a region rich in myths and legends. Understanding the origins of Akateko requires an appreciation of the context in which this tale has emerged. Aomori Prefecture is known for its lush landscapes, bold towering trees, and serene yet mysterious environments. These natural elements create the perfect backdrop for ghostly legends. The tale of Akateko is believed to have originated from the dense forests and ancient trees of Hachinohe, where the locals have often spoken of strange and supernatural occurrences. One stormy afternoon, a young girl found herself caught in the midst of a particularly fierce storm. Seeking refuge, she hurried beneath the wide branches of an old towering tree. The sky roared, and a bolt of lightning struck the tree with a deafening crack. In an instant, the raw power of the lightning severed the girl's hand. During the chaos, the girl's anguish and electrifying energy of the storm fused, imbuing the severed hand with a spirit of its own. The girl's pain and fear, combined with the elemental force of the lightning, created something otherworldly. The hand, now vibrant and crimson, began to move on its own. It dangled from the tree branch, swaying gently in the breeze, its presence a testament to the tragic event. This disembodied hand, filled with the energy of the storm and the girl's raw emotions, became known as Akateko. The villagers soon noticed the strange phenomenon. They spoke of the red hand with a mix of fear and reverence, believing it to be a supernatural entity born from the union of a human suffering and nature's wrath. The tree where the incident occurred became a focal point of the legend, with locals avoiding it, especially during storms, for fear of encountering Akateko. The young girl, despite her injury, survived the ordeal but was forever changed. She spoke of her lost hand with a mixture of sorrow and awe, claiming that a part of her soul remained with it, forever bound to the tree. The Akateko manifests as a disembodied red hand of a child, which is often seen dangling ominously from a tree. The visual is both eerie and unforgettable. The hand, vibrant and ghostly red, appears almost alive despite being severed from a body. It dangles from the tree branches, seemingly harmless, but radiating a sense of dread. The stark contrast of the red hand against the dark natural backdrop of the tree creates a spine-chilling visual, one that has haunted the imaginations of many who hear its tale. Accompanying Akateko is a beautiful hypnotic woman who stands beneath the tree. Her presence is not merely coincidental, it plays an important role in luring unsuspecting individuals towards the ominous red hand. Her allure is almost magical, captivating those who happen to come across her. This beautiful woman possesses an inexplicable ability to enchant anyone who looks at her, making it nearly impossible to ignore her presence. As people draw nearer, entranced by her beauty and mysterious charm, they become more vulnerable to encountering Akateko. The combination of the hand's eerie manifestation and the woman's bewitching allure is a perfect trap. When you first see the beautiful woman standing beneath the tree, it's almost like a scene out of a dream. Her presence is magnetic, drawing you in with unexplainable force. Those who have encountered her describe feeling an overwhelming compulsion to get closer, as if they're under a spell. This mesmerizing allure makes it nearly impossible for onlookers to resist stepping towards the tree where Akateko dangles ominously from the branches above. The consequences of encountering Akateko are murky but believed to be potentially deadly. Stories and legends suggest that those who come into contact with the disembodied red hand might face severe misfortune or even death. While there are no concrete reports detailing what exactly happens, it's the ambiguity and the mysterious nature that amplify the fear surrounding Akateko. The sheer horror of such an encounter is enough to send shivers down one's spine. The chilling thought of what might happen next, whether you could be lured into the tree's grasp or meet some other dreadful fate, contributes to the legend's terrifying reputation. The legend of Akateko is closely tied to specific trees in Hachinohe. These trees often become focal points for local lore and ghostly encounters. Locals warn that these trees, often ancient and gnarled, with sprawling branches, might house the disembodied Red Hand. For the people of Hachinohe, these trees are not merely part of the natural landscape, they hold a deep mystical significance. Children growing up in the area are often warned to stay away from these trees at dusk for fear that they might encounter the Akateko. There are several historical accounts of the Akateko in Japanese folklore, and one of the most famous accounts is from the Edo period. A group of travelers embarked on a journey through the mountains of Aomori Prefecture. The region was known for its dense forests and ancient trees, creating an eerie and mysterious atmosphere. As the travelers made their way through the forest, the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the path. Suddenly, one of the travelers noticed something unusual hanging from a tree ahead, and as they approached, they were horrified to see a small, crimson hand gently swaying in the breeze. It was the disembodied hand of a child, known in local legends as the Akateko. The travelers felt a chill run down their spines, but the curiosity got the better of them, and they continued to move closer. And as they neared the tree, a beautiful woman appeared beneath it. Her presence was almost ethereal, and her gaze seemed to hold the travelers in a trance. They found themselves drawn towards her, unable to resist her enchanting allure. However, the sight of the red hand dangling above filled them with a sense of dread. One of the travelers, recalling the local folklore, remembered that salt was believed to ward off evil spirits, and in a moment of desperation, he pulled out a small pouch of salt from his bag and threw it at the red hand and the woman. Instantly, the spell was broken. The red hand vanished into thin air, and the beautiful woman disappeared into the shadows. The travelers, now free from the hypnotic pull of the Akateko, quickly made their way out of the forest. They were shaken by the encounter, but relieved to have escaped unharmed. The story of the encounter with the Akateko spread throughout the region, adding to the legend's eerie reputation. The Akateko is more than just a ghost story. It is a well-known urban legend within Japanese folklore. Its existence enriches the history of ghostly encounters and eerie myths that have been circulating for generations. Like many urban legends, Akateko serves as a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder that not everything you see can be trusted. It taps into our primal fears, blending the supernatural with elements of everyday life to create something uniquely unsettling. And over the years, numerous anecdotes and reports have claimed glimpses of Akateko, which add a chilling depth to its ominous reputation. Some tales come from locals who swear they've seen a disembodied red hand dangling from the branches of ancient trees in Hachinohe. And it's not uncommon for these accounts to include eerie details such as the way the hand sways with the wind or how it vanishes the moment someone tries to get closer. Other stories are from curious tourists drawn by the legend itself. They often report feeling an inexplicable sense of dread as they approach the designated trees. Some have claimed to have seen the hypnotic woman standing beneath the branches, her allure almost impossible to resist, only to catch a glimpse of the ominous red hand just before it vanishes into the shadowy night. The legend of Akateko, like many urban legends, can be analyzed for psychological and socio-cultural implications. The fear of the unknown, the mistrust of appearances, and the blending of reality with the supernatural reflect deeper social anxieties. Akateko's legend speaks to a profound fear of the unknown and a wariness of seemingly innocent surroundings. It serves as a reminder of how easily one can be led astray by appearances, adding layers to the sinister allure of the legend. Akateko remains a haunting figure in Japanese urban legend, and whether these sightings are mere fabrications or hold a grain of truth, they continue to intrigue and terrify, keeping the mystery of Akateko ever present in the minds of those who hear its tale. The legend is a gripping topic, pun not intended, not just for folklore enthusiasts, but also for those who dare to explore the realms of the paranormal. With each new story, it adds credence to the myth, fueling its eerie reputation and ensuring that Akateko remains a haunting figure in Japanese urban legend. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. If you like it, hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.